My buddy Kron Gracie's on that card as well. He's making his debut in the UFC.
Okay. And where is that fight? It's in New York?
That's in Arizona.
Oh, it's Arizona. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's Kron fighting?
Kron is fighting, I believe, Alex Karalexis. Is that Bruce Leroy? Or that's what his name is, right?
Bruce Leroy, came through the Ultimate Fighter.
There you go. I think that's who he's fighting right there. She's making his debut, so shout out to him. He's been, Rickson's son, the great Kron Gracie's son, and, he's been training. I know he did his thing in Ryzen out there. The Japanese fans loved him, but he's making this transition to the UFC, so
and he's cross-training?
Yeah, he's been cross-training. He's been doing everything, and he's helped me out for my camps back in the day. He's a great jiu-jitsu wizard and has been really working his boxing and his MMA game. Nate's helping him out there right now, and that'll be his UFC debut, so keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, shout out to Kron. I will keep my eye out for him. It's good to have a Gracie back, quite frankly.
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, Neiman grabbed the torch and ran with it in Bellator, but it is good to see a Gracie in UFC. Who was the last one? I think it was Hodger. I think Roger
Hollis.
Gracie, right?
Hodger was fighting, I believe, in Strike Force.
Okay. Well, he did. He for sure had a UFC fight.
Oh, he did?
He fought
Okay.
Tim Kennedy.
Oh, he did?
Yes. Lost to Tim Kennedy and was cut.
Oh, my goodness.
But to your point, he came over on a Strike Force contract that apparently was quite lucrative. So UFC's kind of like, we got to do something about this.
Are you surprised about that? Like, I mean, if I had the last name Gracie, like, I mean, I'd just build the guy up, right? I mean, I would let him beat whoever he wants and just, and bring Hoist out there, bring everybody out there again and just, and not feed him the sharks right out the gate. Someone like Tim Kennedy, just let him keep on winning. Having that last name, I think, is huge for
I
the
agree.
sport.
I miss it. If somebody's named Gracie, that used to be your ticket into any show. When you and I are struggling at the dog park, trying to figure out how to get attention. If your last name was Gracie, boom, you were in the show.
You know what I mean?
Vitor Belfort used to fight as Vitor Belfort Gracie
Smart
to
man.
get in the show, and it worked.
Smart man.
But yeah, to your point, it is very nice to see this new generation. That's why I asked you about Kron, because we have seen a couple of Gracies come through that are still just really locked into that jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
I think Neiman's breaking the mold. I look forward to seeing Kron. I mean, if you say he's cross-training.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it. Yeah, he's definitely stepping up right away. I think he only has like 5 pro fights now. So he's jumping up, but he's working hard. And, like we said, that mental toughness goes a long way, and that belief, and that work ethic. And that kid works hard. So I'm looking forward to it too.
Diaz boys. What's new?
Diaz boys are great. Nate's training all the time. Too bad his fight fell through. It turned out Dustin got injured, right?
Yeah, Poirier pulled out of that.
Poirier pulled out of that one. So, it worked out, right? Because there's a lot of stuff going on during that time, right? Who's going to be the main event, co-main event, the ladies fighting, this and that. Turned out to be Derek Lewis and DC, right? That's right.
You know what I did find interesting, though, and I think it might have been a miss by Poirier, is when that fight fell through, sort of the talk of that fight. And I thought that was incumbent on Poirier, who I thought was, getting a good opportunity to get some real attention, that Dustin deserves, quite frankly. But I thought that he really should have kept that chatter with Nate. That almost has died.
That's almost,
They could both be rebooked against different opponents, and I don't know that anybody would push back.
Very true.
Yeah, and I thought, no, hey, Dustin, this is your job. Keep this one. But I also don't know the extent of his injury. He pulled out with an injury, and I never heard what it was.
Sure. I think he's back, though. I think it was I think he's ready. I think he's looking for fights as well. And, I think it was on him to keep that going.
Yeah, I do, too.
Yeah, and it kind of went away. But back to Nate, he's training hard. He's doing great. His brand is huge. He's so dang famous. I mean, he's an A-lister now, man. Everyone knows where he goes. Everyone knows him where I go, and he's doing good. I mean, he's big in the cannabis game out there and hanging out with celebrities, and doing appearances and being a real businessman out there. He has his specialties and he's doing good, and he's training all the time. He lives a good style, good lifestyle, and our boy Nick, man, he's been retired. I would love to see him come back, but last time I checked, he's retired. I know he could, if anyone could come back and do it and stay on track and everything, is him. And I'd love to see him one day. If I think the fight is right, he'll come back out, and if the contract's right, I think he'll come back out. But as of last I've heard, he's hung it up.
Is he in the pool though? Like if he wanted to come out, he's eligible.
I believe so. Yeah, I don't think he's suspended or nothing. I don't think there's anything holding him back except just his decision whether he wants to come back or not.
What about the triathlons? Is he still doing those?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not too sure. I know he's been, running around and enjoying life a little bit more, and he's moved to Vegas and doing this thing. But I don't know if he's doing them. But he's, I see him. He's in shape.
Yeah,
he's in
I
dang
see
shape.
Him too.
Yeah,
he hasn't gained a pound. So I assumed he was doing the triathlons, but
I think so. I think he's always running and always staying ready. He's a ninja. He's always ready.
Hey, speaking of Nate, I was So that Bellator show, when you guys were out and we were all in Hawaii together, I was sitting by Josh Thompson, and we just started talking about Nate. And I said to him, hey, what's you and Nate's relationship? Is that all good now that you guys are done? And he goes, you know what? He's very nice to me, but for the most part, he just doesn't acknowledge me. Like, he doesn't really say hi, but he's also not a jerk to me at all. And right after Josh tells me that, Nate comes up, we're saying, it's just the two of us. Nate comes up, says hi to me. I do a quick hi, hello. Turns and walks away, and Josh looks at me and goes, like that. It's like that. It's like, okay. Got it. It was exactly the way he described it. And then Nate came.
Just like that.
No pat, nothing. It's like, Josh, like that. That's
just like that. That's cool. Hey, man, I'd take that. I'd take that for Nate. I'd take that better than a middle finger and a slapping right there.
I thought he was doing pretty good, too.
Pretty good.
I thought
that's pretty nice of Nate. Yeah, that's pretty nice of Nate.